So, HR, we talk all the time, so I know what's on your mind regarding this. But I think to share with the audience, Afghanistan, and start with that because it's so personal to many of us, and I know you've been very involved in trying to help get people out. Talk about what's happened most recently, and put that in context of 20 years and great power competition.
I think that what we have seen in Afghanistan is a catastrophe, right? And I think we just have to acknowledge it as the first step in being able to begin to mitigate this catastrophe. We know from September 11th, 2001, that these terrorist organizations, when they gain control of territory and populations and resources and enjoy a safe haven, they become orders of magnitude more dangerous. And this is what we are going to see, as well as the strain that the refugee crisis puts on neighboring countries and then ultimately Europe as well, much like the Syrian civil war.
The irony of what's happening in Afghanistan is the thing that you've written about extensively and talked about in the National Security Strategy in 2017 was really about the big threat, which was the rise of China, and how that would play out and how we needed to reorient ourselves. Talk a little bit about China and how you see that contest of wills playing out.
Emotion is one of fear of the parties losing its exclusive grip on power, and that's tied to the ambition and the narrative of national rejuvenation, right? To set and meet rising expectations of the population while perfecting a technologically enabled Orwellian police state, and then engaging in a very sophisticated strategy, which I describe in the book as one of co-option, coercion, and concealment, to gain a position of preponderant advantage and an exclusionary area of primacy across the Indo-Pacific, and then to challenge the United States globally from a geoeconomic perspective, and to rewrite the rules of the international order in a way that favors China and disadvantages our free and open societies and our free market economic systems.
I want to switch to climate change and talk about climate change as a national security priority. How do you see that playing out within the context of geopolitical risk?
Yeah, I think that we're missing opportunities in the area of climate change, because we look at problem sets that are interconnected, but we only look at one discrete aspect of it. So, for example, man-made carbon emissions. But we have to look, I think, at carbon emissions and global warming as connected to energy security, as connected to health security, water security, environmental concerns. And when you suboptimize for any one of those, right, you create other issues, right? That's one aspect of it. So, we can't. I think you can have it. You can have solutions that get and improve energy security and also get a reduction in carbon emissions.